Well, a good time to get in our technical experts then. We have Sudarshan Sukhani as well as Mitessh who join us. Good morning, gentlemen. Sudarshan, you go first. What's the call on the index?
Hi, good morning. This is one of those easier days. For the last 10 days, the call has been so consistent. This is an uptrend. Now, there is nothing to suggest that the uptrend is going to stall. I don't think so. It will consolidate, it will pause. That's a normal process. But we are in a strong uptrend. We should be looking only for buying opportunities. Today, we could see a choppy market. And that is not so much because of the Indian markets. That will be because of the US markets. They were flat yesterday. Or everyone in the US market is waiting for the CPI numbers. So I don't know why, but India is also going to do the same, waiting for their numbers. Today will be choppy. If you see sharp corrections, go and buy those sharp corrections for tomorrow.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Even we have no answers to those questions, right? Why do we track those numbers very closely? But be that as it may, what about individual stocks? Sudarshan, good morning. What are you looking at?
Well, it's just a coincidence. I suddenly realized I have only PSUs for buying today. That was a coincidence because the charts were pretty good. Bank of Baroda has come out of a very long consolidation. It broke out yesterday. It then had a dip, intraday dip, but that's all right. So Bank of Baroda is a buying opportunity with a stop under 165. NMDC is a buy. It was in a bear market. Now that bear market doesn't come to an end quickly. It takes its own time. It's giving the first signs of life. It's worth taking a trade. Again, it's a positional buy. Once we enter a strong uptrend, Sonia, positional buys give you much more rewards because they give you gaps also in your favor. So NMDC is a buy with a stop under 105. Havells is an intraday short. It's a very choppy chart. Remember, shorting is done only intraday, stop above 1183. And BHL is a hope buy. The charts are not as good as my hope is. So stop under 67. Keep this as a quick trade.
Got it. All right. Thanks for that, Sudarshan. Mitessh, what about you? Give us your call on the Nifty Bank as well as a couple of stocks.
Good morning, Nigel. Yesterday, I talked about taking part profits off purely because of two reasons. One, we are close to the levels of 17,780, 800 zone, which is a supply pivot. And also is the fact that we have about 900 plus points kind of rally in the last 7-8 days, and we are slightly overbought on the hourly chart. So I think as you had a good rally, as you hit a supply level, I think there is a good chance that we might see a couple of days of consolidation. I think that approach kind of still continues. If people haven't booked it, I think at least take half your profits off. On the downside, 17,600 is a very strong support area. So buying near that is what I would look for in the next 1-2 days in case we get some volatility. And on the stock side also, for the last many days, we have been having all buy calls. Today, I have 1 sell and 3 buys. So, trying to explore some shorting positions now that, my belief is that there could be a couple of days of pullback or consolidation, but the overall trend remains on the upside. So, the more bias or the eventual bias is clearly on the long side.
Okay, let's do one thing.